Hi, this is Nancy Priya from CSE Department, Pere Institute of Technology. This video is for BE CSE students, 3rd year, 6th semester, Regulation 2017. And the subject is Compiler Design. The topic is from Unit 2, which is Syntax Analysis. And the topic is LR Parser. So in my previous video, I have discussed 3 steps for constructing LR Parser. And in this video, I'll be telling you LR0 parsing table and the construction of SLR parser. Let's get into the video. So first step is augmented grammar and the second one is closure. The third one is go to operation, and finally the last main important thing in LR problem is parsing table. So form a table with 2 columns, action and go to. So these 0 to 6 will specify the state number. These are all nothing but the state numbers. I0, I1. We have got the states in go to operation, right? I0, I1 up to I6. So we have got the state sign I0, I1, I2, I3, I4, I5 and I6. So I have just numbered it here 0 to 6. And in action, we are supposed to specify the terminals used in this grammar. So from the question, you have small a, small b as the terminals. Why I am adding dollar here is, for the starting symbol, since you are reaching the end of the string, it has to be specified with it has some work with dollar. I'll tell you when I work inside. So for that case, we are using dollar as the terminal here. And in go to operation, you are supposed to use the non-terminal. The non-terminals in the grammar are capital A and capital S. Okay, let's start the operation now. Keep making use of go to that you have found. So on I0, on applying small a, what happens actually? That is what has to be filled here. So I0, in I0 on small a. In I0 on small a, where am I going? I am going to a state called I3, right? On I0 on small a, I am going to a state called I3. Therefore, which means I am shifting my operation to I3. Shifting my dot to I3. So it is called as shift operation, and I am going to write it as S3 on the parsing table. Hope you understand. I0 on traversing through A, I will be moving to a new state called I3. Since it is a shift, I am using it as S3. Shift in the sense the dot has been moved to the next position. Therefore S3. Similarly, I0 on small b, where am I going? I0 on small b, I am going to a state called I4, which means also a shift. Therefore, I am going to write it as I4. So no work with the dollar here. And I0 on capital A, where am I going? I0 on capital A, I am going to a state called I2. It is not going to be specified as shift. Only the action has shift and reduce functions. In go to, you are just going to specify the state number. So I0 on capital A, I am going to a state called I2. So you are not going to specify it as I2 directly, just you are going to write the number 2. 2 specifies I2. And again, I0 on capital S, where am I going? I0 on capital S, I am going to a state I1. Therefore, I am going to write it as 1. So in action part, we will be writing shift and reduce. In go to part, we will be just writing the state number. Similarly, I1 on small a, I1 on small a, we don't have, upon I1 we don't have any operations on small a. Therefore, I am not going to write anything. I1 on small b. I1 on small b also I don't have any operation, so I won't write. I1 on dollar, I'll be moving to the accepted state. So this is the main important part in parsing table. See, I1 contain S dash tends to S. What is it actually? It is an augmented production. So this augmented production shows that it has reached to the end of the string, which means the string is accepted. Therefore, only in this area, I will be writing it as dollar, which means the string is accepted, and I will be writing it with, linking it with I1. I1 dollar accepted. Why? Because I1 is my augmented production and it has reached its end of string, therefore it is accepted. Okay, next. On I1, for A and S, we don't have any productions, therefore dash. Okay, similarly, I2 on small a. Where is I2? I2 on small a, I'm moving to, instead of creating a new state, we have linked it here, right? So I2 on small a, I'm going to I3. Therefore, I have to write it as S3. Similarly, I2 on small b, I'm going to I4. Therefore, I'll be writing it as S4. And I2 on capital A, I'm going to I5. Therefore, specify it as 5. There is no S traverse, therefore it is dash. Similarly, I3. So, I3 upon capital A, I am going to I6. Oh, sorry. I3 upon small a, I3 upon small a, it is having a loop. Make it clear, I3 on small a, it is having a loop, which means it is coming to the same state. Therefore, I will be writing it as S3 again. And I3 upon small b, it is going to I4, that is S4. And I3 on capital A, I am going to I6, therefore I will write the value 6 here. Upon S, no reaction, therefore dash. Okay, now I4. Look at I4. On I4, we don't have any operations, and I4, we have reached the end of the string. So I'll tell you what has to be done there. Leave it that row, and coming to the next one, I5. In I5 also we have reached the end of the production. So something has to be done there, I'll tell you now. And look at I6. I6 also we have reached the end of the string. So by looking at all the previous 4 states, I0, I1, I2 and I3, you have shift there, which means you will be moving on to the next productions. So I1 is exception. Why? Because it is an accepted state with the augmented grammar. All other 3 states, 0, 2 and 1, you are shifting, right? Whereas 4, 5 and 6, we have reached the end of the production. So what you have to do is, you need to do a reduce function. That is step 5. In step 5, what you are going to do is, you are going to number the production rules. So these are the production rules given in your question. Not the closure, these are the production rules given in your question without augmented grammar. So what I am going to do is, I am just going to number it. Number the first production as 1, number the second production as 2 and number the third production as 3. So in question you will be having A tends to AA or B. So here I have splitted it as A tends to AA, A tends to B. Why? Because I have to number it separately. Therefore I have taken separately and I have numbered here. What is the next step? The next step is, we are going to find the reduce functions and we are going to apply it on the parsing table. Okay. So the first thing here in the parsing table is, we have found till 3. We are supposed to find 4, 5 and 6, right? So I am going to find the reduce function for I4 first. So I4. What is there in the I4 in the goto operation? In goto operation, in I4, you have A tends to small b. A tends to small b. Okay. Now this A tends to small b is numbered as 3 in the previous step. Therefore, we are going to reduce with a number R3. Yes means it is shift, R means it is reduce function. So till now we have shifted. Since 4, 5, 6 reach the end of the production, we are going to reduce. So I4 is A tends to B, and this A tends to B is my third production, and I am going to write it as R3 because I am going to reduce. So what I have to do with this R3 is, I am just going to substitute this R3 in the entire row of 4. R3, R3 and R3. Only in the action part, not in the go to part, because only the action part undergoes shift and reduce. So in the entire row, I will be writing it as R3, R3 and R3. So coming to the next one, I5. What is I5 in the question? In the go to operation, S tends to AA. This is my, so the I5 contain S tends to AA. S tends to AA. Looking at the numbering, S tends to AA is numbered as 1. So I am going to substitute it as R1. So R1 will be substituted in the entire row of 5th state. So R1, R1 and R1. Next is I6. I6 is A tends to small a capital A, and this A tends to small a capital A is taken as second production. Therefore, I will be writing it as R2, and I will be substituting this R2 value on the entire row. Entire row only in the action part, not in the go to part. So, I have found my parsing table. So, all other values will be empty. So, this is my parsing table for LR0 parser. So, coming to SLR parser. SLR parser, I am going to consider the same example. As I told you earlier, LR0 parser and SLR parser both uses the LR0 items. Only the parsing table will differ. So, step 1, step 2 and step 3 are same as LR0 parser. You can just have a reference over there. And I am just going to change the parsing table. As I told you, only the parsing table will differ for the SLR parser. All other steps will be, all other steps that comes before step 4, which mean 1, 2 and 3 will be same to LR0 parser. So, I have taken the first half of the LR0 parsing table. Actually, this was our LR0 parsing table, right? I will show you the table side by side. So, this was our LR0 parsing table. S3 and S4, we have some shift values there, and we have accepted shift values there. S3, S4, 2, 1, 5, 6. So, till the third state, both has the same value. Till the third state, both SLR0 and LR0 parser has the same value. There is no change. You can just have a look here. Both has the same value, no changes. So, the changes happens only in the state that reached the end of the production, that is 4, 5 and 6. So, LR0 and SLR are same with the shift values. The difference here is only with the reduce function and not with the shifting function. So, I have just copied it here as such. What did we do in LR0? We just substituted R3 in the entire row, right? But in SLR parser, we are not just going to substitute on the entire row. Instead, we are going to do a operation. I'll tell you what is that. So, in SLR also, we will be doing the same step, and coming to fifth step is we have just to number the production rule. As I told you in LR0, I am going to number it as 1, this is 2 and this is 3. Okay, now step 6. I have to find the reduce function for 4. So, I have taken I4 here. What does I4 contain? In the go to operation is A tends to B. So, A tends to B is nothing but number third production. So, I have taken it as R3. What do we do in LR0? R3 will be substituted in the entire row, but here what I am going to do is, I am going to find the follow of the left hand side non-terminal of that production, of that I4th production. What is follow of A? Look at the grammar, follow of A. So, A is followed by a non-terminal A, therefore we have to find first of A, plus by looking at this A is followed by no other symbol, which means end of string. If that is the case, what will we do? We will be finding the follow of its production, which is yes. So, follow of yes. So, the main thing here is we have to find the follow of the left hand side non-terminal. So, the follow of A has to be found here. So, for follow of A, we have a non-terminal, therefore, I am finding first of A. And follow of A is end of string, therefore I am finding the follow of yes. So, what is first of A from the production? First of A is small a, small b. Small a and small b, comma. What is follow of yes? We don't have any other yes on the right hand side. Of course, the follow, the starting symbol is dollar. Therefore, dollar. So, this is the follow of A. So, now what I will do is, I will be substituting this R3 value only in the follow of A. Follow of A is A comma B comma dollar. Therefore, I will be substituting the value R3 in A, B and dollar. Coming to the next state, that is I5. So I5 contains the value S tends to capital A, capital A. So this production has been numbered as 1. Therefore, I will be writing R1, and this R1 has to be substituted only in the follow of S value. So we have to find the follow of S. Follow of S is equal to, S does not appear on the right hand side anywhere. Therefore, by default, the follow of starting symbol is dollar. Therefore, dollar is my answer for follow of S. So where will I substitute this R1 in the parsing table? Only on the place where the dollar appears. For I5, only in the column of dollar I am applying R1 instead of writing in the entire row. So that is the difference between LR0 and SLR. And I6 is A tends to small a, capital A. And this is my second production. I have numbered it as 2 here. Therefore, I will take it as R2. And this R2 has to be substituted in follow of A. We have already found the follow of A value, that is A comma B comma dollar. Therefore, I will be substituting the value R2 in A comma B comma dollar. So all other places I will just put a dash symbol because it doesn't specify anything. Which are all empty. So this is my parsing table for SLR parser. So the actual difference between LR0 and SLR comes only in this part, in which you will be substituting the reduced values only in the follow of the starting, which means the production's left hand side symbol, not in the entire row. That is the only difference between SLR and LR0 parser. So with this, LR0 and SLR parser comes to an end. I have just given you an example problem, exercise problem to solve. Take down the question. Try out the problem by using two methods, LR0 and SLR. Take down the grammar, solve it, and your answers can be submitted either online or offline. If you have any doubts, you can ping me so that it can be solved. Thank you.